Mr. Mayor, Jim Conish, because there was just been such an avalanche of misinformation, and because I've spent many hours on this, I'd like for you and the public to be informed before you give these people hundreds of thousands of more money. May I have the overhead, please?
Please provide the overhead.
I'm going to speak today as a treasurer of the Citizen Coalition PAC. At our website, you will find a video and pictures that depict what is going on out of here. And our heart goes out to the homeless people. Demi Martinez has been working on this issue since 2002. Everything that has happened, she has predicted, and it's because of the mismanagement of this facility. There is no oversight board. It's laughable that during this meeting it's been referred to as an advisory board, because that's all it is. There's no oversight. They meet at this facility, and if you're not drinking the Kool-Aid that led to this facility, you're in danger to even go out there. I was threatened when I went out there on more than one occasion. But I'll continue to go out there, but I'll take police protection in the future. The venue allows no recording. You cannot hear the board talking, even if you're attending the meeting at the risk of your own personal safety. At a previous meeting, you demanded a full and complete accounting, and you got no such thing today. And let me just sort of explain exactly what we're doing today. If you look at the original agreement that was signed by this coalition, here's the preamble. Minimum level of services. The following are projected timelines. The provider is encouraged to and will not be penalized in any way for providing services earlier than projected. And what was contemplated was a lot of other funding besides the taxpayer and the GRU ratepayer. Among the flagrant violations of these contracts would be, A, they never put the GRU bill in their name as required. B, by this time, they're supposed to be serving 100 people. They're serving 22. And that's because the people in the illegal campground called Dignity Village on state lands don't want any help. They like the free meals. They like the free campground, where they're exempt from all the rules that would govern anyone else that wanted to camp on state land. And that's a very telling and ominous sign as to what we've created out here. The new contract lowers the bar while the funding for the projects escalates. This contract, the original contract, they got 1 year of funding for 6 months of service. They got more money August 14th. They got more money August 29th. While not complying with the basic requirements of the contract, and now they're backed by more money again, threatening to pull the plug. There's an alternative to pull the plug, and that is getting rid of these folks and getting someone in here who knows what they're doing. I counted 95 tents from the service road. It's on our video. Look at it. We're not looking at the identity of people, and you can't tell the identity of people. We did it at 11 a.m., 60 degrees out, fires burning all over the place. There's wood frame structures out there beyond tents. There's dog houses. This is a permanent residential facility on state land. I have no idea how many people live out there, but there's room for hundreds of people. And I didn't go back in the woods, but I am going back in the woods. I'm going to take police protection. I'm going to find out what's going back there, because there's up to 1,000 acres all the way to Nunes Lake out there.
All right, you'll need to conclude, please.
And the problem is they're reviewing themselves. All the results, we rely on them. They're providing. There's no audit. There's no impartial look at whether we're getting bang for our bucks. They're reporting on themselves, claiming the results. We have no way of knowing whether it's true or not. By their own numbers, which they dishonestly didn't disclose to you, only 46% of the people inside are from Alachua County, and Joe Beatty will produce that information for you. And the Jacksonville model, which has been ignored, has many provisions to prevent a magnet program from people outside of the county, to prevent camping on or adjacent to the facility, to have background checks, to have rules, to instill personal responsibility, and not just make people dependent on other folks making $50,000 to $60,000 a year for their existence.
Okay,
so the whole thing is a disgrace. It's a complete waste of taxpayers' money, and it's not an empowering center. It's an enabling center where people with problems can live there for free and not deal with them.
All right, thank you.
And
for your
it's a
comments.
catastrophe
All right.
for East Gainesville, a catastrophe. And finally, not if, but when something goes wrong, you will be sued relentlessly.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you for your comments. With the next